Hello, guys. So, and girls, what we're gonna do today is to build our basic sine and cosine graphs. Okay, so first of all, let me explain what's going on here. So this is our unit circle, right? And I also marked different angles in radians on the unit circle. So those angles are also marked on the horizontal axis here. So think about it like if you were to wrap this from the circle and straighten it into a line. So those would be your marks for the corresponding angles. So the horizontal axis represents your angle in radians. Well, it could be in degrees as well, but most often it's in radians. Now, your vertical axis now represents your sine function, right? And the sine function, what is it? It's the y-coordinate of the point formed by the angle, and the terminal side of the angle when crossing the circumference of the circle. So basically, it's the y-coordinate. And the y-coordinate, what does y-coordinate represent? The y-coordinate represent is how high above or below the horizontal axis your point is. So that's what y-coordinate is. It's your height above the horizontal axis. So, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to look at my unit circle right here, and I'm going to write down only the y-coordinates so it doesn't get too busy. So for the pi over 6 is going to be 1/2. For pi over 4 is going to be square root of 2 over 2, so forth. I'm going to label those y-coordinates.
Okay, square root of 3 over 2, 1, and again half and 0, and by the way 0 on the side, then negative 1/2, negative 1/2, negative root of 2 over 2, and negative root of 3 over 2. Same on the other side, and negative
1. Okay, so sine of angle T is the y coordinate. Our height or distance above the horizontal axis fluctuates between -1 and 1. So our point never gets lower than -1 and higher than 1. So the range for this function is from -1 to 1. Okay, and I actually draw the circle so that the highest point is actually lined up with +1 and -1 is lined up with -1. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to fill in those points. Okay, so at angle 0, our height is 0. At angle pi over 6, our height is 1/2. So this must be 1/2 then. And at pi over 4, we are at 0.7 pi over 4.
maybe, I don't know how, maybe I should do this one, line it up, pi over 4, okay, now it's, pi over 3 is point up here, and then pi over 2 is all the way up to 1.
And then for 2 pi over 3, see right here, we started going down on a circle circumference. So it's back to 0.9.
And then for 3 pi over 4, it's 0.7, and then do 1/2, and then pi 5 pi over 6, no, hang on, pi. For pi, it's 0. I messed up something, so 5 pi over 6 is right here, okay, and I also think I messed up pi over 3, yes, pi over 3 is right here. Alright, so, and for pi, we're at 0. And then we continue this process for 7 pi over 6, 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 7 5 pi over 4. Okay, 4 pi over 3. And 3 pi over 2. And then going back up. This way around. 5 pi over 3. 7 pi over 4. 11 pi over 6. And 2 pi. So my negative is here. Okay, so I did make a couple of mistakes right here. I think, okay, so let's go ahead and connect these dots and see what we get.
We get a wave like this. That's the basic shape of our sine function. Now, we only went one time around the circle, but we could continue this process over and over again. So this wave would continue in the same manner to the right. And also we could do it in the other direction to the negative angle. So it continues like that to, so negative pi to the other side, to the negative, into the negative side. So it's actually a continuous wave from negative infinity to positive infinity, which repeats itself every 2 pi. So we're gonna, if we take this piece and just replicate it to the right and to the left, we get a continuous wave. So that is why we already mentioned that we're gonna say that domain for this function, the domain for sine is from negative infinity to infinity. And the range for the sine function is from -1 to +1. Okay, and the period, meaning this basic interval that's repeated, is 2 pi. And that's for our basic sine function.